Are you confused right now? Did you click on a video about Iceland and somehow end up in a rogue skincare tutorial? Don't worry, this is not a get ready with me ambush. This is just me giving myself a little facial after I have just stepped into the sulfur scented steam and geothermal glory that is the Blue Lagoon. But let's rewind for a second. How to even get here? Let's start at the beginning. This is the walk into the Blue Lagoon. This is easily one of the most recognizable, most visited geothermal spots in Iceland, and for good reason. It's close to the airport, it's open early, like as soon as the first flights arrive, the Blue Lagoon is open when those folks are getting off the plane, folks like me. And the first thing that you want to do when you get off of a plane in Iceland in the middle of the winter is to step into one of these geothermal spas. The warm water was so relaxing after a long flight. There are different portions of the large geothermal pool that have slightly different temperatures, but nothing that would like shock you and be like, ah, this is too hot. It all feels just like a soothing, relaxing spa experience. It is wonderful. And first thing in the morning, you'll see there's hardly anyone there. It was me and maybe 30 people. There's also a swim up bar. There are two of them, and they serve like fruit drinks as well as some beer and wine. I opted for a juice smoothie. And then after I had applied my first facial mask, my package came with 3. I found a quiet spot and just enjoyed the view. I promise you, I deserved it. What I didn't deserve was the mediocre lunch at the Lava restaurant. I'm showing you the best part of the meal. That was the bread that's baked on site and the butter. It was delicious. The steak, not so much. And then it was time for me to head on out and begin my journey to Reykjavik. Things I didn't notice in the car earlier. Hold the doors in high wind to avoid damage to the door structure. Okay. Do not sit or stand on the rooftop. A lot of instructions here. A lot of instructions. I have just finished at Blue Lagoon. Here's what I would say about the Blue Lagoon. Get here early. I am glad that I got here as early as I did. Oh, there's a rainbow! Sorry, y'all know the drill. You know the drill. When there's a rainbow, I get excited. Let me see if I can capture it. Okay, so yes, I get excited when I see rainbows, and just that quickly it's gone. That was my first rainbow sighting of the trip. Blue Lagoon, first impressions, or last thoughts, as it might be since I am back in the car. Don't worry with the lava, having the lava restaurant. It is not even mid. I probably would have been happier at the cafe with just a little sandwich. Get here early. I'm glad I got here early before the crowds rolled in, because around 10:30 or so, maybe even around 10 more people started showing up, and I would say that by like 11 it was crowded, so much so that in the women's locker room I had planned to sort of leave my stuff in the locker secure Well, I went and had my lunch, and one of the attendants was like, "Are you coming back after lunch? If you're not coming back after lunch, you need to take your stuff with you," because they didn't have enough lockers. Like, that's how many. It's very busy, and so the quicker you can turn over lockers, it's just. And then the lagoon itself gets. It's not like it's not big enough. It's like it's a giant swimming pool. Like, there's plenty of space, but. And for clarity, let me say that if you arrive by charter or tour bus, there are lockers at the parking lot where you can store your larger luggage. And then once you enter the Blue Lagoon, there are lockers inside of the locker rooms where you can store your personal effects. However, it's a highly visited tourist spot, so it gets crowded, and it gets crowded quick. It's just not as peaceful as it was when I arrived at 8:30, 9 o'clock. So just something to be mindful of. A lot of people. The water temperature, whoo, amazing. It's because it's cold. You're coming in and it's cold for sure. You have to shower before you go in, and you're in your bathing suit and you're walking out, and it's windy and it's cold. And it's not like a short walk to, like, I mean, it's maybe 15, 20 feet before you hit the hot water. And then when you do, it's like, oh, this is heavenly. And I'd also say the drinks are good. I had a fresh, like, ginger, apple, carrot beverage this morning. It was very good. And the face mask, the first one was good. The second one was like, ooh, my skin did not like the second one. And I just passed on the third one because I was tired. I am tired. And in fact, it is 1:21 now. And I'm getting ready to head into Reykjavik. Should be about a 45 to 55 minute drive. And my check-in time at my hotel is 3 o'clock. But I hope to get there a little early, figure out the parking situation, and maybe my room will be ready. If it's not, then I will just hang out in the well-appointed lobby and wait till it's time for me to check in. I'd rather be at the hotel and not be able to check in than wait another hour or so, because the weather is sort of unpredictable, and I also am tired. So I want to be at my destination so that when I'm ready to go to sleep, I can. Okay, that's all for now. I'm putting this down because it is illegal to drive in Iceland with your hands occupied. The hotel is about 4 kilometers outside of city center, but it has a view of the Atlantic. Let me see if I can show you real quick. Hold on. That's my view. So the Atlantic Ocean is out there. There's a mountain off in the distance. It's just a lovely, lovely view.